In the previous episode, Loid fired his gun at the dog. The bullet hits the strap holding the bomb, but the dog pushes Loid to the ground. Keith immediately detonates the bomb, but Loid already thrown the bomb down the river. Although Loid isn't harmed by the explosion, the dog still bites his arm. So Loid throws the dog into the dumpster. Keith sees Loid, disguised as Foreign Minister Brantz, in the distance. Keith now realizes he has been duped and follows the wrong man. Keith realizes now that his plan has failed, so he drives off frantically. Elsewhere, your search is for Anya, who has run away again. While crossing the bridge, you spot Keith driving away, so your jumps down in the middle of the road in front of Keith. Then she kicks Keith's car and crashes it completely. You're called the police to report for accident, leaving out that she caused it. Then she continued her search for Anya. Meanwhile, wise agents gather round and discuss all that went down at the pet shop. Handler informs the agents that they will let the SSS agents clean up all the mess, but they will keep the dogs for now until they get further orders. Blade then tells the wise agents that he needs to get back to his family. When he walks out of the pet shop, he runs into Anya, Bond, and Yor. Anya makes an excuse for why she runs away. Yor explains this situation. Loid gets mad at Anya and yells at her for running off. Afterward, Anya tells Loid that Bond protected her. Loid instantly recognizes Bond as an Apple test subject. Handler and other agents disguise as an SSS agent and approach the family. They start interrogating the family. Afterward, Handler tells the family that they will need the dog to go with her, but Anya does not give in. She tells them that she needs to be with Bond. However, Anya is too attached to Bond to give him up. She tells everyone that Bond is the only dog she wants. Loid tries to convince Anya to get another dog, but she refuses adamantly. Anya told everyone that if she did not get Bond, she would never go to school again. Handler decides that it's okay for Bond to stay with Anya. Loid tries to change Handler's mind, but Handler does not change her mind because she wants to focus on the operation. Anya asks if they will treat the dogs well. Handler assures her. After talking to Loid, Handler mentions that she has a child around the same age and smiles. To her, peace had at least won the day today. Handler tells the family that they will take Bond overnight for a basic health exam. If there is no issue found, they will return Bond to the family tomorrow. Walking back home, Anya and Yor proudly think about how they saved the day today. Loid, however, shows painful signs about how narrowly it can be saved. The next day, Anya anxiously waits for Bond to return to her. Soon, she hears the doorbell, and a wise agent brings Bond back to her. The family excitedly welcomes Bond to their home. Bond retrospects back about his past in Project Apple, where he was abused by the scientists. Anya tells Bond that he is now part of the Forger family now. Bond excitedly barks and becomes a part of the Forger family. Anya welcomes him with a big hug. Anya asks Loid if she will be rewarded with the Stellar Star for preventing a terrorist attack. Loid tells Anya that she must keep it a secret. Anya is a little disappointed for not being able to tell anybody, and she decides to continue her plan of becoming Damien's friend. She plans to tell Damien that she has a dog. Then, she will be invited to his house to see whose dog is bigger. As Anya enters classroom 1067, she meets Becky Blackbell. Anya tells Becky about the dog. Becky is interested in Nanya's dog and invites her to a dog playdate. With confidence, Anya rushes to Damien and tells him that she got a dog. But to her surprise, Damien does not care about her dog. Hearing Damien's answer, Anya is shocked and fell to her knees in despair. Emil and Ewan praise Damien for disappointing Anya. Confused about what is happening, Damien asks for Anya's dog's name. Hearing Damien's question, Anya got up with enthusiasm. Then Anya suddenly realizes that she has not named the dog yet. So Anya tells him that the dog's name is a dog. Upon hearing that, Damien leaves and tells Anya that she is unfit to own a pet. At lunchtime, Anya is sitting with Becky. Anya asks Becky for advice on how to name her dog. Becky says that she should name her dog after something like a flower or food. Anya then thinks of the name Peanut. But Becky shoots down the idea because it does not fit how her dog looks. Then Anya wants to name her dog Free. But Becky shoots it down again and suggests asking her parents to think of the name. When Anya comes home, Bond jumps on her to lick her face with happiness. Loid suggests that they should take Bond for a walk at the dog park by the library. Anya tells her dad that she wants to walk Bond, but Loid tells her to wait until she's older. Bond is a big dog. He is more likely to end up walking her. Loid explains that having a dog is a big responsibility. She needs to care for him for his whole life. Loid asks if she has a name for him yet. She said she does not. Loid tells Anya that the dog prefer plosives like beef, P, and T for their name. You misheard what Loid said as explosives. She imagines Bond as assassin dog that only use C4. At the park, Anya wants to play fetch with Bond. She tosses her shoe for Bond to retrieve. But to her disappointment, Bond does not fetch it back for her. Anya thinks it is because her dog does not have a name yet. So she walks around the park and asks dog owners about their dogs' names. While watching Anya at the park, Loid thinks about how he said dogs require someone to take care of them their whole lives. He realizes that he is not the one to say such a thing. Once the mission is completed, he will abandon the Forger family. Loid tells Anya it's time to go, but Anya realizes that her gloves are missing. Bond sniffs out the gloves and finds them in another dog's mouth. Anya yells at the dog to get her gloves back, but the dog growls at her. Seeing Anya in trouble, Bond approaches the dog and scares it into dropping the gloves. Bond should pick it up and return it to Anya. Anya fantasizes about herself in a scene from Spy where Bondman recovers Princess Honey's stomach warmer from the League of Evil. When they get home, Anya wraps a bow tie around Bond's neck and announces to the whole family that his name will be Bond. The whole family seems to like the name, including Bond. Anya then feeds Bond his food, but she sneaks in a bite of Bond's food. Anya realizes that dog food is not tasty. She notices that he is fidgeting. So she points him to his toilet, where he uses the litter box to poop. After that, Anya watches the TV show Spy Wars with Bond. Loid yells at her to study after he takes a shower. After Loid has finished his shower, Yor shows Loid how Anya and Bond curled up against each other on the floor and sleep. Loid decides to give Anya a pass to study for a night. This is the end of the episode. Please subscribe for more.